Hello, administrative team at Hosana Liquor, Best Liquor Store. This video is going to be on general knowledge, and I'm going to go briefly through all the ifs and outs of the website and how to navigate it, also how to enter in the administrative area. So we begin by typing in hosanaliquor.com. That will bring us to the hosanaliquor.com website. Once we get here, we're going to notice that we have a few new features. The first is the logo, which has been approved by Mr. France. It's up. We also see that we are advertising the hosanaliquor.com brand. We also see that we have an area here, how to surf the website for anyone that comes into the website area, so they can learn how to surf it in case they're not familiar with surfing websites. This is a short video, as you can see here. It is a 7 minutes and 26 second video long, which everyone, including the employees and administrative staff, can view. Let me go ahead and click out of that. And as we go down, we have several sections where we can go in and see the products that we offer our public. So if we click on the product inventory, it will bring us to the shopping cart area. If we click on web store and we go to shop, it will bring us to the shop or shopping cart. Let's go ahead and go back. As we can see from the top ribbon, which is what this area up here is called, we have home, about us, web store. As you can see on web store, we have an additional 2 other pages. On the bottom, we also have in-store and we have store staff. If we go into in-store, this is going to bring us to basically a page that we can use for content about things that are happening live in our stores. So, for example, in the past, the administrative staff has purchased flyers and business cards and things like that. This is a more rapid way of getting across to people without having to do all those expenses. So in other words, this has room to grow and to properly market your business to the general public in your area. So let's go back and let's go into store staff. When we go into store staff, we see that we land in an area that's specifically made for the store staff. Now, the store staff includes everything from your standard employee, supervisor or general supervisor, owner, and so on. Area. And if we look at this area here, you have an educational brand, right? And here you can go ahead and click on certain links. So the first link that we see that is an active link, and now when I say active link, if you see the cursor right now, it's just a normal cursor. But as we get onto this area here, we get a little hand. That means there's a link there. This goes to an additional page. Management 2, this goes to an additional page. So let's go ahead and click on the Visit Employee Training page. Here we see that we have a welcoming page welcoming our employees here. This area also has room for growth. For example, we can have employees come in and clock in. Those are additional features that you can actually activate on your website to use it as a, knowing when your employee comes in and when your employee goes out. If you have a salary based on wages. Now, if you have based on salary, where it's just a fixed rate for a certain amount of money a year, and you just divide that in quarterly payments, or weekly, or bi-weekly, or monthly, whatever your payroll scheme is like, then this is a great area. So when the employee logs in, comes in here, checks in, boom, he punches in the clock. Now you have a record of that person coming in here. So that's what this area here is for. It's for growth. Over here, you can also have employee of the month. You can have, if you have some sort of goal, and you have maybe a gift to certain employees who reach a certain amount of sales, as an incentive so that they can, go above and beyond. This is the area where that information will be located at. So this has room to grow. So like I said before on a previous video, we design with the ability to capture everything that your business does. We go step by step, because to go above and beyond and create a website that's $5,000 expensive, it's not the way we do things. So, we go slow. We invest a little, 200 here, 300 there, 400 there, 500 there, 1,000 here. And eventually this website can be a $30,000 website, which has all the bells and whistles. But you don't need a $30,000 website to start a business. So just keep those points in mind. So this has room to grow. And technology is the way to manage things really simply and make them simplify. So when the employee goes in this area, let's get back to the subject. The employees has install how to use sales system. These are video tutorials that are set up for the employee to run the thing. So let's go ahead and click on this image. As we see, we get a starting point here on this video. You can click, you can make it bigger, we can make it smaller again. If they're looking at it on a tablet, a phone, putting the phone sideways on the horizontal side of things, it's great because you get more real estate. And when we say real estate, we're talking about space. Okay, so let's go ahead and get out of here. As you can see here, employee done is supporting customer inquiries. So this right here is a video that's made for the employee to have knowledge about how to surf the website. Why do we want our employees to go ahead and learn how to surf? Well, because you're going to have customers that are going to call in and going to say, hey, how do I do this? And they might be confused because they're probably using websites for the first time. Now, is it in your best interest to take the time out and educate these people? Of course it is. Because remember, once you get your clients online, now if you're running an event, you can just put that event out there, and everybody that has access to your website, to your business online, has access to your content. Why? So you create a fad. That fad becomes something that people just can't live without. All right? So this is why we must train our employees so that they can able to train our customers, so that our customers can get familiar with what we do, and so on and so on and so on. What does that equal? It equals a whole lot more money a year. It equals a whole lot of savings because you now have to invest less in regular materials like paper and business cards and video commercials and TV commercials and radio commercials and things like that. All right, so let's go ahead and move on. Now, let's go ahead. We got up here 2 buttons. We call them buttons because, as you can see, you can press them. You see how the little hand comes back out? That means it's a link. Okay, so now we have back to staff login, which this will take us back to the page where we first went into. Okay, so let's go ahead and click back to get back here. And then we have admin login. This admin login is a section for us, the administrators, business owners that are going to be going. So it's also known as a back office. Now, if we log in right now, it will take us into the back end of things, where we run our business. And that's going to be for the next video. I don't want to focus too much on too much information in just one video because it'll be too long. So let's go ahead and go backwards. So this right here now gives us the opportunity to go to Web Store. And here again, we get to go to our shopping area for our clients. Remember, this is for the people outside the business. These are for the customers that are coming from outside, from everywhere, to buy something from you. They are able to go ahead and place that order online, and you are able to have that order ready for them to pick up, which expedites the customer's experience. Also, it expedites you having a line of people waiting behind the other one and maybe leaving because they don't want to make a line. So as you can see, that also equals money, because if you can serve every single customer, then that means you're capturing your maximum amount of income. Anyway, so let's go ahead and go backwards. Now here we see that we also have a space so that we can go ahead and keep promoting. All right, we can have things that pop up when customers go to a certain page. Those are other features that we can actually add to make our website even more user-friendly and more informative to our customers. All right, so let's go ahead and say that we have now to go to shop, which is, you already went there. You already know that's the shopping cart, and then we got cart. So let's go to cart. In cart, it's empty right now because there's no orders being placed, right? Or there's no orders there. So it's empty. So let's go ahead and go backwards. And if we look to the right, far right on the top, we also have a shopping cart. Okay, so this and this is the same thing. It's just different ways of getting to it. Okay, if we click on Hosana Best Liquor Store on the brand, it will bring us back to the home page. That basically ends this video on the tutorial on how to surf your website and the purposes of each one of your individual content. You have a great day. Thank you for taking the time of looking at this video and taking this training, and I see you on part 2.